or at a minimum, kick them the hell out of our country and fast. To expedite removals of Tren de Aragua and other savage gangs like MS-13, I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Very tough one. To target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. And if they come back into our country, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole. And I'm hereby calling, today I am calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer. And I will immediately ban all sanctuary cities in the United States of America. They're sanctuaries for criminals. Despite all the damage she has caused, Kamala has spent the final week of her campaign comparing her political opponents to the most evil mass murderers in history. 3 days ago, Joe Biden called our supporters garbage. He said we're garbage. Said we were garbage. It's not nice, is it? Not nice, Joe. It was so bad that the White House stenographer was ordered to change the transcript. That's like 60 Minutes taking out the answer to a question. Did you see that we sued 60 Minutes and CBS yesterday? But the stenographers who were honest and they reported it, they were told to not put down what he said, put down a different answer. They couldn't do it because it's fraud. That's not what they heard. My response to Joe and Kamala is simple. You can't lead America if you don't love Americans. You can't. And you can't be president if you hate the American people. Kamala's closing message to America is that she hates you. You know, there's got to be something there. I think she does. I do believe, you know, don't forget, she's from San Francisco. She's a Marxist, or as you would say, a communist from San Francisco. She destroyed the greatest city in the country, probably. You know, it's probably the best city in the country was. My closing message is that I love America, and I'm inviting you to join us in building an extraordinary future for our nation. My oath of office is an oath of allegiance to you, the American people, and I'm asking for your vote, but I want you to know that whether or not you vote for me, when I win, I will fight for you with every breath in my body. I will. What we have built is the biggest, broadest, most incredible coalition and the greatest political movement in American history. MAGA, it's the best movement, the biggest movement in the history of our country. I told Joe, I said, Joe, it means make America great again. It's okay, Joe. We're seeing historic levels of support among blacks, Hispanics, and Asians, Jews, Catholics, evangelicals, and Mormons. They're all joining our cause in larger numbers than ever before. And now the most amazing thing is happening. We're also winning overwhelming support from your Muslim community right here in Michigan. Muslim and Arab right here in Michigan. That's something. That's progress. And I just came from an incredible meeting with the Lebanese community in Dearborn. Last week, I was honored to be endorsed by a group of some of the most important imams and Muslim leaders in your state. And I'm also grateful to the mayors of Dearborn Heights. Bill Brazzi, Bill Brazzi, where's Bill? Hello, Bill. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. And the mayor of Hamtramck, Dr. Amir Galeb. Doctor, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. They're great people. Many Muslim and Arab Americans are friends and family living in the Middle East, and Kamala is campaigning with warmongers like Liz Cheney. How do you think that is? They want to get the Arab American vote. They want to get the Muslim votes. So she picks Liz Cheney, whose father virtually destroyed the Middle East, right? I don't think it's working out too well. You know, it's interesting. If you give, Liz Cheney, she talks big, oh, I want war. She always wants war. Every time I was with her in the White House, we should attack this nation, that nation, nations that people never even heard of, we should attack. She's a big tough guy, she's a big tough one. She's a tough one. But if you gave Liz Cheney a gun and put her into battle facing the other side with guns pointing at her, she wouldn't have the courage or the strength or the stamina to even look the enemy in the eye. She wouldn't have. She sits back in Washington, oh, we ought to go and attack Iran, Iraq. We're going to attack everybody. That's why I broke up with her. All she wanted to do is go to war with everybody. Because she, like Kamala, is a stupid person. It's easy for her to say she wants to start wars from the comfort of her nice home or her father's lavish home that he got from killing a big portion of the Middle East. You know that, right? He headed up a company that was a big company, a big beneficiary of the wars. These war hawks, they want to draft your kids to die in wars, and they will never fight themselves. Liz Cheney wouldn't fight. I'll go with her. I'll go to the Middle East. I'll go wherever she wants, and we'll fight. She doesn't have the guts to fight. She's all talk and no action. She lost her seat for Congress from a great state. I love that state. I won that state by like 50 points or some crazy number. And she lost to a very good woman who ran against her, Harriet. How good is Harriet? So Liz Cheney lost by almost 40 points. It's the biggest defeat in the history of the United States Congress. No other congressperson lost by that much. She lost by almost 40 points. Never seen anything like it. If Kamala wins, only death and destruction await because she is the candidate of endless wars. I am the candidate of peace. I am peace. People don't believe that. I am peace. I am peace. But I need every Muslim American in Michigan to get the hell out and vote, please, Mr. Mayors. All right? We got to get them out and vote. No, we want peace. Everybody wants. Who doesn't want peace? Only stupid people like Cheney. No, you give her a gun, Liz. We're going to a certain location in the world. We're going to fight it out with them. Oh, please, I don't want to do it. But when she's there and there's no consequences, we should go to war with them. Her and that idiot John Bolton, who was so stupid. But I loved him. You know why? He'd come into a room with me, would never say anything, and I'd be with foreign leaders, and I didn't even have to act tough because they said, look, that moron, John Bolton, he's crazy. He's the one with Dick Cheney got Bush to go into the Middle East, right? Trump is going to go to war with us. And you know what would happen? They'd give me everything I wanted because the guy's a nut job. Kamala Harris's campaign is in total free fall. You see that. The press hates to admit it. I guess they want to hold it. Well, I don't want to be too cute with these statements. I want to be a little careful because you got to still get out and vote. But if you get out and vote, we're going to win this thing in records that nobody's ever seen before. You got to get out. Harry, get up and vote. You're coming with me, Harry. Get the hell out of that sofa, Harry. But I'm watching the game. Get out, Harry. Let's go. We're going to vote for the president. And he votes. And you know what? Harry will feel much better. He's going to feel much better. Because everyone can see that she's totally unqualified to be the president of the United States. And she is. Everything Kamala says is a lie. I watched her yesterday. Such lies. Her entire campaign is one hoax and slander after another. But the more they lie, the more they smear, and the more they tell untruths. We have to go out and we have to get to vote. No, she'll say everything. Trump will never frack. Oh, really? Trump will never drill. Oh, really? I'll drill the first day we're going to start drilling. Going to make our country rich. Everything she said, oh, Trump will end Social Security. No, I'm the one that didn't end it for 4 years. She's the one that's going to force its ending because of millions of people. Look, we gave you a stat before, all the jobs that are leaving, but we gave you a stat. And what did that stat say? It said that all of our jobs are being taken by the migrants that come into our country illegally. And many of those migrants happen to be criminals. And some of them happen to be murderers. And they're taking the jobs away from the black population and so far, to a lesser extent, from the Hispanic population. But that will change, too. The only way to stop the lies is to swamp them with our votes. We're going to swamp them. Kamala has no vision, no ideas. She has no solutions whatsoever. All she can talk, and it's true, all she can do, I watched her yesterday, all she can do is talk about Donald Trump.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I will speak about Donald Trump. 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 Donald Trump.
That was yesterday. I'm watching it. I'm saying, oh. Thank you. No, I was watching yesterday. Trump did. Why the hell didn't she fix this stuff? I mean, now she's saying, I'm going to do this or that or this. There are some people who thrive under pressure, and there are some people who crack under pressure. And the more pressure Kamala has, the more pressure that Kamala has, the worse she's crumbled. I watched her 2 days ago. She's exhausted. I mean, I've been doing 62 days without a day off, and I am inspired, actually. It's crazy, right? I'm actually inspired. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be, but I am. She's so rattled and frightened that she couldn't even do an interview with a great guy named Joe Rogan. Couldn't do it. And if she can't handle an interview, she sure as hell can't handle President Xi, can she? She can't handle President Xi of China. She will get overwhelmed, she will melt down, and millions of people will die with her stupidity. They got us into Ukraine.